Hello and welcome to our Wednesday maths lesson. Now I'm going to share my screen again with you today because there's lots on there that I'd like you to see and I don't have all these things at home, so I think this would be the best way to do it. So today we're going to be using the guess and check strategy for problem solving. Now first of all, have a look at this picture. Can you describe what you can see? Anything. Think about the shapes, think about the size. Think about the colour and the quantity, so how many there are. So I'm going to have a look at the bowls. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue bowls. So I've told you the quantity, which is 9, and I've told you the colour, which is blue. Now, can you find me something else? Can you tell me what you can see? Are they the same colour? Are they the same size? What shape are they and how many? Then let's have a look at our star words. So our star words today are guess and check. And we're going to use the number names 0 to 15. And our last star word is share. So we're going to share things out today. Now let's have a look at our first problem here. Now we're going to explore and guess by using the check strategy. So here there are 15 counters, so 15 green circles. Now we're going to take some away. There we go. They've gone. Now do you think there are more or fewer counters than we started with? So I told you that we started with 15. So there are between 15 and 0 counters. Can you estimate how many counters there are now? Don't count them, just have a guess. We have 11 counters, well done. So we had 15 and we took away 4. So 15 take away 4 is equal to 11. Now I'm going to make some more. Here we go. Put some more counters on. So we started with 11 and I've put some more on. Do you think there are more or fewer counters than we started with 11? There are more, well done. And why do you think there are more? Because I added them. Well done, I put 3 more on. So we had 11 and I added 3. So how many are there now? If you need to count them, that's fine, or you could count on from 11 like we were doing last week. So put 11 in your head and 3 more. 12, 13, 14. Well done, so 11 and 3 more is equal to 14. Now here I've got a bit of a problem. How can we explore how many people might be in each house? Can you see that we've got 4 houses? And you can see we've got 8 little boys. So there are 8 people living on this street, and each house must have at least 1 person living in it. So let's do that first. I'm going to put the little boys in. It says 1 person in each house. We have to make sure we do that. So can you see that? Got 1 person in each house because that's what it says. Each house must have at least 1 person living in it. Now, what am I going to do with the rest of the people? There are 8 people living in this street. So how many people are there? So I could put another one in here, could share them out equally. So I've got 2 in each house. That makes it quite easy. Are there other ways that we could do it? Yes, I could put another one in here. Then we've still got at least 1 in each house, but we've got 4 in this one and 2 in this one. Is there another way? Yes, I could put 3 in this one and 3 in this one. I wonder how many different ways you can find to move those 8 people into 4 houses, making sure there's always 1 person in each house. Now I've come up with lots of ideas here. There's more than one answer and they're all correct. So we did at the beginning 2, add 2, add 2, add 2. So there's 8 people. Or I could do 3, add 1, add 2 and 2. There's still 8 people. Or I could do 4, add 1, add 1, add 2. Or maybe 5, add 1, add 1, add 1. Did you come up with any of those or anything that was different? Well done, there's still 8 people. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the total number of people hasn't changed. Now here we go. Here's your challenge for today. You're going to use that house sheet, or you could draw 4 houses, and you're going to use 10 counters or 10 suites or 10 of anything that you can move. Now each house must have at least 1 person living in it. So if you arrange the people into each house, you're going to tell your grown-up how many there are in each house. Then your grown-up at home must find a different way of arranging the people in the house and say how it's different. And then you must then try to find another way of placing those people and keep going until you're sure there are no other ways of putting those people together. Now, the sentence you are going to use whilst you are doing that is there are so many people in the house altogether. So you're going to say there's 10 people in the houses altogether. Then you're going to say a number is more than another number, and I need fewer than that given number. And you're going to guess. You're going to guess those numbers, and there'll be fewer than that number because this number is less than this number. That's quite a long sentence. I think you might need to put some numbers in there with your grown-ups at home to understand that. But we're looking at how many people there are. There's always 10. And remember, you've got to have at least 1 person in each house. I wonder if you can do that. Now I'll leave you for a few minutes. Maybe you need to pause the video to have a go at that and then come back and we'll do a bit more learning. Right, how did you get on with those 10 people in those 4 houses? Good, well done. Now you'll notice I've got another house here. I've got 5 houses and I've got 14 people. Now each house must have 2 or 3 people living in it. Now I wonder how many people might there be in each house? Talk to your grown-up at home about how you might use a guess and check to solve the problem. So draw yourself 5 houses. Each house must have 2 or 3 people living in it. Now, what ideas have you come up with? What can you think of? How could we work it out? You could draw the people in the houses and make sure you count them, and there you know there are 14 altogether. So I'm going to share my screen with you again, and we're going to have a go at arranging them in different orders. Remembering we must have at least 2 or 3 in each house. So let's start. Here's my people at the top. Let's check we've got 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So my first number sentence you can see here is 2, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3. Let's see if we can share those people between those houses using those numbers. So the first one's got 2, second one has got 3, next one has got 3, the next one has got 3, and the last one has got 3. Now let's check, we've still got 14 people. Oh, I moved the house. Didn't want to do that. Get rid of these people up here because we've used our 14. We've moved our 14 people into the houses. Have we got 2 or 3 in at least every house. Can you check that for me? Yes, we've got 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. So let's check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've still got 14 people. Now we could move those people. So we've got 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. Still got 14 people, but they're arranged differently. Or you could have 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. Are there other ways that we could do that? Other ways we could arrange those people? We must have at least 2 or 3 people living in it. So we can't do it in any other way. We can't make 4s because it says we must have 2 or 3 people living in it. Is there any ways that I have missed to keep the total at 14? Do the number of people change when I move them? No, we kept it at 14, but the numbers are arranged in a different order. Well done. Now I'd like you to have a go at using those 5 houses. Have a go at this sheet here. So 5 houses with 11 people. And each house must have 1, 2, or 3 people living in it. Well done. Can you have a go at this one? So 11 counters, 11 people. Each house must have 1, 2, or 3 people living in it. The total needs to remain as 11. You can't have any more than 3 people in a house. Off you go and have a go at that. Then see if you can fill these sentences in. There are this many people. Each house must have this number, or this many people in it, and see if your grown-ups can do that one. You're going to have a go at setting them a challenge. Well done. Now when you've done that, I'd like you to come back and we're going to go through our star words again. We had a guess how many people we could put in each house. We checked by counting the total number, made sure it stayed the same. We used our number names and we were sharing the people between the houses. Now I'd like you to take a photograph of your solutions and then we can compare these with other children. So I can make a bit of a collage and I'll put it up for you, and I'm sure there'll be lots of different solutions, which will be interesting to see, because one answer isn't always the right one. There's always lots of different answers. So have a go at playing around with those numbers, see how many different ways you can arrange them. Well done, great maths today, and I will look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Keep up the good work. Thank you, bye.